Grant-Adanfoh she's a wife, a mother, an international chaplain, certified spiritual care practitioner, entrepreneur, and community leader dedicated to helping people navigate life's transitions with resilience, purpose, and hope. As the co-founder of Marvelous Light and the founder of marketing consulting practice, Maxine has spent years guiding individuals and organizations through seasons of growth and transformation. Her own journey in reinvention, including returning to university as a seminary, as an adult learner, I could relate, has shaped her passion for helping others to move from simply surviving to truly thriving, drawing from both professional expertise and lived experiences. And caregiver for her father who was living with advanced vascular dementia, Maxine speaks authentically about mental wellness, resilience, grief, caregiving, purpose, and personal growth. Her message is one of hope. Adversity may change us, but it does not have to. Actually, her message, this is her quote: adversity may change us, but it does not have to define us.
Amen.
Maxine, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Lady Sharon.
Lady Sharon,
Yeah,
you don't know.
yes, I have to make sure that I can't redefine you. You are
Yes,
Lady Sharon.
yes.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for having me. Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here. And I look forward to this time that we have to just
Likewise.
relate and just to dive in and just to talk about what is important to everyone. It's our mind, body, and soul, and just to balance and define, the things that we can truly relate to. Um, as I like to say, do not allow anyone to tell you who you are not. So,
Right.
yes,
As a,
I'm
we
ready.
have this deep connection of like the quotes that you say inspire me, vice versa. I've just only met this amazing woman, and it's been transformational from the first day that we met. She saw me in a situation being attacked by someone, and I was like, you need to be on my show. We need to do a project together. So we are here today, and we're going to be talking about resilience. We're going to talk a little bit about caregiving, mental wellness, and reinvention. This is what I caught about you is the like people you reinvent with purpose. I want you to tell me more about yourself and the work you do.
I believe in taking time and not to speed through life. I always said that I want to get out of the rat race of life. Um,
Yes.
when I look around at um, just the concrete jungle of life, I
Mm-hmm.
always look at it and equate it to the rat race of life. We're just all speeding through life. And a lot of times we don't want to say women and just coin it as women only. But when you look at the paramount of the family home, just the foundation of a lot of families and the home setting, you'll find
Mm-hmm.
that it's being led by women. And so, we don't always want that to be the case. But in many situations, you find that it is. And women are carrying a heavy load, and we don't do it begrudgingly. We do it with a lot of care, um, and we don't realize how much we're carrying, and we do it by compartmentalize ourselves in so many different little pieces.
Mhm.
And we do it unapologetically. Sometimes we do it through guilt, but we just keep on doing it.
Mhm.
Um, and so while we do that, we lose parts of ourselves.
Right.
And when do we get off of that Ferris wheel? And who saves us?
Mhm.
And then there's also a component where who helps the counselors, right? So a lot of us go to counselors, right? So who
Mhm.
helps the counselor in so many cases,
We are always a counselor.
right? So the mothers are always mothering. I remember
Mhm.
my mother always said, the talking never stops. All went to your big age, the talking never stops. But mothers always set themselves up in that place. When
Mhm.
do the mothers become get into a space and a place for themselves where they now begin to live for themselves?
Mhm.
When do they ever set aside a space in life for themselves where they do the self-caring?
Yeah.
They're always caring for everybody else. Our children get to the age of 18 and we
Mhm.
prepare for them and get them in a space and a time where they can now tend and care for their own children.
Mhm.
And we enjoy their children and their children. But mothers and grandmothers and, grandfathers as well too. So let's also include
We can
couples.
include them.
Yeah, let's also include them, right? Of course, we have to.
Mhm.
Because we want to also always remember to combine we have to knit together, always have the sanctity of family, because the sanctity of family is very important. Um, so you have the couple, you have the parents, you have the family. When do they get to enjoy themselves? We have empty nesters, and then they now get to a place and they're like looking at themselves, and they're looking at each other, and they're like, who are you? Transformation needs to happen. So before we get to that place in life, we need that transformation to happen now. We need to look at that moving from existing to living.
Yes.
And so we need those tools. We need to start doing that self-care now. We don't want to wait until 20, 30 years after the fact. And then, because so many
You
things happen. There's grief, there's
Mhm.
loss, there's change. And when those changes happen, how do you pivot? How do you prepare?
Mhm.
There's so much things that comes. How do you prepare for challenge? There's financial challenge as well too. How do you prepare for those financial challenges?
Mhm.
When we talk about resilience, well, there's adversity that you have to prepare for when you're going to have to then get to the other side.
Yeah.
So I like to say when you get to the other side that there is glory in the valley. So when you're walking through the valley, as they say, in the shadow of death. So you're in the valley,
Mhm.
and people like to equate the valley that there's darkness, there's gloom. Well, no, there isn't. Not
Mhm.
necessarily. Not that I like
Life.
to say that.
It's life.
It's life. That's right.
Mhm.
So while you're in the valley, I like to say, you know what? There's some trees, and there's happiness, and there's sun, and there's good times, and there's bad times. And I'm going to make the best of it. And I'm going to make the best of each and every other day. And I'm going to wake up, and I'm thankful that I'm getting up. And so I want to be the change that I want to see.
Yeah.
And how do I work out being the change that I want to see? And
Mhm.
so I started looking at the people around me, and I
Mhm.
started looking at my journey, and I started unpacking that journey, and I started taking courses, and I started realizing that I don't need to be limited by other people's words.
Mhm.
And I started to realize that self-limiting belief that people are putting on me is what they are saying will fall to the ground if I allow it to fall to the ground. If not, then I will take it on, kind of like plaque on a tooth, right? If I don't brush my teeth,
Mhm.
then that tooth will decay and that
Mhm.
tooth will rotten, and then I have to go to the dentist and pull it out. So what do I need to do? I need to brush my teeth. I need to tend to it. I need to care for it. So then that means I need to build up my mind. I need to read a little bit more. I may start reading 10 minutes a day that can build up on that. And so then I went and I looked online. I started listening to podcasts. And then after I started to listen to a podcast, I changed a few more and I found something that I was interested in. And then I realized digital marketing was something that I liked. And then I said,
Okay.
okay, what can set me apart from other marketers? Because I studied graphic design and advertising. And then from there, I said, okay, technology is a really good field. I said, technology is something that we're always going to need. So then I dug in a little bit more and I taught myself coding. So I went back to school and I took
Okay.
some courses. And then after that, I went back to school again.
Wow, scholastic you. Scholastic.
And I realized that there needs to be something they like to call stick-to-itiveness. When you have something that's called stick-to-itiveness, it's sticky, meaning they can't get rid of you.
Mhm.
When you have stick-to-itiveness, meaning that you build up your character, you build up your skill sets. So I studied project management. I got my certification in project management. I got my skill sets in digital marketing. So I went and took my certification in digital marketing. I'm a specialist in that. Then I've also got my certification in public relations. So I went back to university for that. I'm an international special events manager. I went back for that too. And then I realized that I'm a marketing automation manager because I studied and I then started applying for positions. And I have about 20 years experience in career um, in corporate for that as well too. So
Okay.
as I built
So,
myself up, I realized I was hitting a ceiling. And they
mm,
said, you've built all of these campaigns, you've built all these programs. We now want you to take everything that you have in your brain and we need you to put everything out on paper and explain it to the
mhm.
executives. And I realized as I'm sitting in this back room and I'm explaining everything to the executives,
Mm,
they were getting upset because I had all the knowledge.
mm,
So as I was unpacking all of the knowledge that I had and I was handing it over to them, I realized that was intellectual property.
mhm,
I was handing over my intellectual property.
mm.
And so I was advised by a couple of executives that I shouldn't be doing that.
Okay. At least I told you. Hey.
Yeah, I was advised by a couple of executives that I shouldn't be doing that. So I sat on a couple of boards, and I had that opportunity to do that. And so I started to then do some public speaking. They sent me off to some courses, seminars to do public speaking.
Mm,
Um, and so again, I wanted to be the change I wanted to see. So I
mhm,
started
mm.
doing affirmations. I would look at
Okay.
myself in the mirror and I
Mm,
started doing affirmations. And I would, I believe in a higher power. I believe in God. I believe that God will do everything and more than I have asked for.
mm,
And so as I looked into the mirror, he started to pour out and he started to show me what areas I need to focus on. And so as I focused, he then started to direct me in areas. So I started to write, and then I started to coach and teach executives in corporate.
Wow.
So I would help them in areas that they needed help in. And
So
then
you,
also in ministry.
yeah,
So
so
that,
you wear absolutely many hats. I know I wear a lot of hats. The people be like, I saw that with you, but as I, learn more about you, I see the amount of hats you've had. And I admire actually the fact that, you've gone out to get specialized knowledge every time, or you're listening to yourself, you're speaking to yourself. I think you even kind of explained, what that has taught you about resilience, certain things, because it seems you're like already dropping that formula of you're getting knowledge. A lot of us, I could relate to when you said earlier, is about being in that Ferris wheel. I call it flying on the seat of my pants. Trying to navigate life, and I'm just. I think you said like there's something in one of your lives where you said from moving from existence to living, from
yeah,
just existing to living, you know. A lot of women today, are balancing many careers and responsibilities, and they have community commitments. What you also said in one of your lives, the hidden mental load women carry. Because we love you, men, but I feel that we are becoming her. So we'll talk about becoming her,
yeah,
right? So I feel that we need to focus on the her today,
yeah,
right? That's the
yeah,
main thing. And I mean, like, what are those hidden mental loads? Like, because
yeah,
I'm even today when I'm looking at this, I'm trying to unpack what are those, can you just
yeah.
talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I love that you shared that quote that I share, moving from existing to living. I walk a lot. I walk a lot to just breathe in fresh air, like in the
Mhm.
morning. In the morning times, I like to walk. I walk my dog. And
Yes.
moving from existing to living, because as I move from just existing, just stale, just being in that stagnant one place where I kind of feel like I'm moving on a Ferris wheel. But living, truly living, what does it look like? I think about like Tony Robinson, right? What does living look like?
Mhm.
And living to me is what God's promises is for us. And God's promise isn't meaning, okay, you're dead 6 feet under the ground and you have to wait until you get to the pearly gates. He means now, right now.
That's
Live
what's up.
your best life. Live it like it's your last.
You only have
And you
one
know
leg.
what? We sometimes wait until we go to like, it hits us when we're at a funeral. It hits us when we've lost somebody. And so moving from existing to living is when you get that moment, that aha moment. That, man, you know what? I'm done. I'm done living for everybody else. I'm done. I'm done people pleasing.
Mhm.
When that moment truly hits you, it's like if they never say hi to me again, I'm good.
Mhm.
I mean, as Canadians, we always rebuttal to somebody. Oh, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm truly done. I am going to live like it's my last breath because tomorrow is not promised to me,
That's right. So true.
right? So when we can get there, then that's when we're truly living. Not meaning a whole bunch of material things, but in true contentment, right? In true contentment, when you realize that you're waking up and you are just thankful you are here. You're
Mhm.
thankful that you're healthy. You're thankful that you have a bucket list full of thanks. and you're smiling. Your smile is truly a true smile of gratitude. And your laugh, when I used to laugh, it was a giggle. People used to call me Giggles.
Oh, shucks. Yeah.
I used to be called Giggles. They used to, because I used to giggle. They said, "What kind of laugh is that?" I giggled that. They used to say I giggled. But when I moved, when I realized I got to a point of truly living, I would laugh from my from the belly button. I would laugh. My laugh is loud. That's when you know you've hit that point. But I just had to get there.
Yes.
Um, so
Yeah. So,
as you were asking me about a hidden mental load,
yes.
women, we don't realize that are carrying a lot. Um, I had shared that in my live because a lot of women around me and myself as a caregiver, caring for my dad, I we just go, just go. We have tasks and we got to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And women, we often manage conversations that haven't happened yet, remembering everyone else's appointments, carrying financial concerns, um, anticipating emotional needs, um, receiving conflicts before, it surfaces. Like we like check, 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 check. While quietly placing their own needs at the bottom of the list.
Always. I'm there right now. I'm there
You know,
right
like
now.
people see productivity. I apologize about that.
Hey, Vicky.
That's Ziggy. um, Ziggy, Ziggy is my dog.
Yeah.
um, like truly, people see productivity, and but a woman that just carries hidden mental load, uh, she doesn't see herself. She doesn't see herself. Like I didn't see myself. I sometimes I don't. It takes at least 2 or 3 people to let me know what I'm carrying.
Mm-hmm.
I I have to be reminded of it, even with my husband. He'll talk to me about it, and I don't see it, and I constantly have to be reminded of it.
Right. And so it's, I guess, I mean, we all still, we all have, I feel I could definitely relate to that. Realizing that, oh, I'm doing too much. I think that's my problem. I think I actually am aware, to be honest. I'm like, I'm doing too much, I'm doing too much, and sometimes I guess I just feel that, I want to be, I guess, like maybe more define myself more because I feel like I'm grabbing at a lot of straws and things or force aligning them. I feel
Yeah,
sometimes, and
yeah.
I'm
It's
wondering,
so
should I be doing this? Should I really be doing this? Or why am I doing this?
then it's like then the soul begins to ask, right? The soul
Mm-hmm.
begins asking, who is carrying the woman who is carrying everything else?
And
The
who is?
soul starts to ask that.
Yeah.
There becomes a detachment. So while she is carrying everything for everybody else, so while she's carrying that pail of water for everybody else, who is carrying everything for her,
Yeah.
right? Like, so, and, but then she bottoms out eventually.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
I've gone through where I'm like, no, I'll be like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And then I'd be like, but you better care. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if I like I sometimes you really want, but I think you have to sometimes step up for yourself because you like who's gonna care? But you like when you go to the doctors and you're not happy with what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
gotta
yeah,
care.
I was sometimes like when I look at the women around me, they're all so strong. They're
Yes,
so strong. They're so resilient. I didn't think I have had resilience. That's a funny thing about it. I did not see myself as resilient.
you were you went and got that education. You were like back and forth. You know what? Digital graphics, like you like. I think
I
do you know that the in America, USA, the most educated person in the USA is the Black woman. I'm not trying to be biased, but it's just the truth. She's
wow.
got so many addendums of education. It's unreal. And I read your thing. I'm just like, wow. But I see the alignments. You know what I mean? You definitely see the alignments. And each of us have our own journey. So it's
Yeah.
your resilience is very different from many.
Yeah.
I find
And
it's going up, up, up. As
and
you were pointing up, it's going up.
the thing is, I'm misunderstood a lot. I'm misunderstood a lot. I'm I
Mhm.
am an introvert. I'm a closet introvert. Nobody wants to believe it. I'm a closet introvert.
Okay. I
Yeah.
don't know if I believe you right now.
Yeah, I'm a closet
I
introvert.
only know you for so many months, so okay. I'll work
Yeah,
with that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a closet introvert.
Yeah, there's a term for that. Actually know there's a term for that.
But it why the reinventions happened truly was survival. And then through enlightenment, through enlightenment and education, I realized that survival was no longer an option. I had to thrive.
That's what I want.
I had to thrive. Survival was substandard. Survival was substandard. It was
Mhm.
okay at one point,
Okay.
but as you look at economical changes, survival doesn't cut it anymore.
Mhm.
When you look at, when you realize economically, they don't talk about um, recessions. If you realize, they don't talk about recessions anymore. In the
It's here.
we have recessions, but they no longer talk about it. If you remember, back in the day, oh, there's a recession coming,
Mhm.
but now it's hush hush. It just
Mhm.
happens. It just happens. So we now have to thrive. When there is, if you think about it, when there is a change in economical standards in terms of, okay, we've got change in, um, it's now going to be uh, an age of hospitality and consumerism, or it's now a technology age, right? Um, there was a whole shift of education around that whole change in our
Mhm.
school systems and everything. But that doesn't happen anymore. So, from a mental standpoint, where is the preparation for our children, for our parents, for our families? All of that was done previously. Now you just have to get with it. So now we have to thrive. We have to thrive emotionally. We have to thrive spiritually. We have to thrive in the family setting systematically. Financially, we have to thrive.
You
So,
know,
how is it just going to happen? The community has to knit together. We have to, as a network, we have to help each other. We
like you
have
need that
to,
support.
Yes.
I even noticed when you were speaking, when you said you were not say spinning out, but you had three people say, about, a few people would be telling you, what about you? Right. And that's important. I wanted to know, like, what are some of the warning signs that someone might be experiencing emotional exhaustion and burnout, because, like, as you said, we're in this zone right now that there's no playing right now. Everybody wants to thrive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yet, like, I know for myself, um, I'm really, grinding hard, or someone's there, a serial entrepreneur. But every time I'd hear that serial entrepreneur word, it would get irritated because it's very destructive. You know what I mean? It's very wild. And I do hear you using the word prepare. Prepare is it seems like a part of your energy that it's like you're sort of a little bit, not behind, is it behind out? You're ahead of the game a little
Yeah.
bit. You're trying to get it. Yes, it's a bit of a rat race. It is. It
Yeah.
really is. It is. We
Yeah.
are here.
Yeah.
We are here. Trust me. Everyone's grabbing at everything.
Yeah.
But what are some of the signs that we're experiencing emotional burnout? Like when we're in it, what can we do to pull ourselves out? If let's say if there isn't that friend to say, "Wow, Sharon," because you're really. I hear certain things that people will say,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
maybe the hyperness.
Yeah. And you know
Right.
what? I mean, it's interesting. I like this. So you said two things. You said that you said so. You said the hyperness and serial entrepreneur. Those two things,
Mm.
they do irritate people. They do, because people they don't like to ruffle the feathers.
Mm.
People are tired of hearing it. Just like the word synergy. People are tired of hearing it. People, listen, people like humdrum. They like the routine. They like the round circle,
Oh yeah.
right?
Sorry.
Okay, you're working
Burnout.
hard, girl. That's okay. You're working hard. I know.
Yes.
Listen, the burnout, the signs of the burnout. One of the earliest signs is that when you stop feeling the presence of your own life. When you stop feeling the presence of your own life, when it starts fading away, like,
Okay.
like self-care.
Okay.
Uh,
That's a good
you
one.
know, when you take time to go and get your nails done, uh, when you take time, take an additional moment to sit and watch your show, um, or
Yes.
when you take time to read a book.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, I have a lot of books. Honestly, I have a lot of books that are sitting in my box. I've gotten rid of my book stands, and it's not because I have a Kindle. I've gotten rid of my
Mhm.
Kindle. I've gotten rid of it. I've gotten rid of my tablet. I've even gotten rid of my account,
Wow.
right? My ebook account. I've gotten rid of my ebook account. What am I paying for it for? I don't
So
have
just
time
take some
for it.
time.
I don't have time for it.
Mm.
If I'm making 3 meals a day, how do I have time for it for my dad?
Mm. Right. Right.
So I have to decide, am I going to read that book, or I'm going to pray and meditate?
Mm.
So I need to meditate. I need to focus on me. So I got to get rid of that book.
Mm.
But then what does that do to building my mind?
Mm.
So I had to find an app to put on my phone
Oh gosh.
that will ping me once every hour to read a scripture.
You're always doing something.
I'm
That's
telling you.
economics, girl.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So you're constantly busy, but no longer connected. You're no
Mm.
longer connected, because I used to go to a reading group, a book group. right? Like, so you maybe not you yourself, but maybe you used to go to a tennis group, or maybe you used to go to a book club, or
Qigong.
things that brought you joy now feel like an obligation. It feels like an obligation. It's okay. I signed up. I paid $25 to be a part of this group, but oh my gosh, I don't have time to go do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So those are signs of the burnout. So you
Okay.
maybe become impatient with people. That's a sign.
Oh, yes, yes.
With people you love. You may withdraw from relationships. You say,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'll call you back, girl. I'll call you back. But you never do call them back.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you lose your ability to rest.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I chase after my
That's
friends because they're not sleeping,
restless. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I chase after my friends because they're not getting enough rest.
Okay.
And I do that because I love them. Or you feel guilty whenever you're not producing.
Mm-hmm. And you want to add more to that plate that probably is even full.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. So our bodies often speak loud and long
Mm-hmm.
before the words do, before you actually start to speak to yourself. So burnout has a lot of signs. It has a lot of tells too, but do we listen?
That's the operative there. Do we listen?
Yeah.
Coming into like listening, it's very important. You've talked about the community a bit too, like, so um healing. Um, if you could just speak about moving from, oh, you did speak about that already. What it means. We covered a lot of stuff actually, to be honest.
In the front,
But,
we kind of, yeah, in the
but
beginning, we kind of jumped in there.
I'm looking at some of the questions here and I'm like, we've covered quite a bit here so far, for someone listening today who feels stuck or overwhelmed or uncertain about their future, what would you encourage them to do first? That's actually a very big question for me because sometimes I'm really feel lost. What would you say?
To someone who feels stuck or overwhelmed about their future. Hmm. Um, be gentle to yourself. Be gentle to yourself. I don't say anything to anybody that I wouldn't say to myself. Uh, that's key. You don't need to have the next 10 years figured out. Um, begin with one honest conversation with yourself.
I like that. The honesty.
Yeah, yeah,
You talk to yourself in the mirror. That was one of the examples. If those of you who are just listening in, that was one
mm,
of the examples that you explained earlier in your
yeah,
testimony of
yeah,
what you do. You spoke and you said affirmations. A lot of us are even afraid to stare in the mirror. I look in the mirror, but when I'm in the mirror, I'm a jump. I in the mirror thing. And then, it sounds funny, but like to really just look in yourself, talk to
yeah,
yourself, to the spirit, sorry, within your eye. There's like,
yeah, yeah,
beyond your eyes into your spirit, that's, I think, very powerful.
yeah. That the eyes are the windows to the soul.
Yeah.
So I used to draw myself. That was one of the exercises that we had, is that we had to draw ourselves. We had to draw ourselves and not look at the paper. We had to have our
Oh,
pad, yes, look at ourselves straight in the mirror and just draw.
okay.
Could you imagine? Just draw and just be looking in the mirror. So
That's
I
deep.
yeah, we
Mm.
just had to just You and you just look at yourself in the mirror and just draw, not look at the paper. If you looked at your paper, your lecturer, your art teacher, she would know that you looked
Mhm.
down at your paper. And then for 3 hours in my art drawing class, she would have us do that as well too. We would have to sit there with a mirror in front of us and we'd have to draw ourselves.
Oh,
And and believe me, it unpacked a lot of stuff. But as you're doing, not telling people to draw themselves, because if you're not a skilled
yeah,
artist, it's not easy to do.
right. Yeah.
um, but ask yourself, what part of me have I neglected?
Mhm.
And just rest with that. Stay there. You don't have to answer yourself right away. Just stay there. Healing often begins with awareness, right?
Mhm. Yeah. Observation,
Yeah.
awareness.
Transformation begins with one courageous step, right? We
Yes.
don't have to have it all figured out. So
Mhm.
again, just be gentle with yourself.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Because usually sometimes people are saying so many cool things to themselves. How are you going to advance by saying, "Oh, I'm so this, I'm so that"?
Yeah.
So when I actually reverse it, when if I say something negative, to especially using that "I am" word, I actually switch it up and say, "Oh, I'm amazing." You know what I mean? Right before I mean, it's not to be dishonest. I mean, but I like the fact that you're saying, be gentle and have an honest conversation with yourself because we only live one life,
That's right.
right? And
That's
it's
right.
really real. Like it's really real. And I know, I mean, even for younger listeners that are out there today, because like you don't want to be figuring it out later. And there's nothing wrong with figuring it out later. Maxine went back to school. I'm even going to school. Um, so everybody knows.
I'm
You know what I
going back
mean?
to school again.
Yeah. So, and listen, my mother graduated at 73. She's a scholastic like
Awesome.
yourself. She's a nurse, this, that, so forth. But 73, she
Yes.
went and got her minister as a minister. She was the eldest person there,
Yes.
so
Yes.
there's,
Yes.
and that's something that she's always desired to do. So she did that.
Awesome. Awesome.
And so I love the way you reinvented yourself. You continue to reinvent yourself. And it's done with a grace and excellence because I've watched some of your lives and also heard some of your experiences as well. And it's done with a confidence. And I think we gain confidence through acquiring knowledge like I'm looking at where I'm learning from observing you. And being true to yourself. And I know that something special about you too is the faith that you have. That faith is like that oomph in your resilience. Your resilience doesn't really necessarily look like everybody else's. It looks a little bit like it was nothing. That's it, like it was nothing, but we won't talk about Mona Lisa yet. Hush. Because Mona Lisa, okay, I'll shush. Anyways, there's things coming up. There's a lot coming up for
Yes.
you
Yes. Yes.
within this year.
Yes. Yes.
So tell
More
me
than
what's
you
coming up.
know. More than you know. I haven't
Yeah,
told you everything.
okay.
Oh, wait till
But
I
you're going to be
unpack.
spilling the tea
Yes.
this Saturday, right?
Yes, yes. This Saturday it will be at in Mississauga. Spill the tea, become her. You can see the banner behind me. Um, and I have the book here, the workbook. I wrote this book, so it's published it. So, and then I have a book also coming out as well too, Become Her. So there will be 3 series through the events. There will be another event that will be coming out as well too, Become Her, the Woman Within. But this event coming this Saturday, it will be a little bit about what we talked about today. It really is about helping women, just as, I've always said, as I share with you, I speak to myself, as God
Yes.
has helped me.
Sir.
He speaks to me, so I share with you. I had taken a 12-step course, and I'm also the Journey in Life 12-step course. I'm also a counselor in that course. So a compilation of the efforts that I have, by grace, thankfully achieved. That's what helped to put this book together.
Beautiful.
I'll be teaching the course starting at 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. to an
Yes.
intimate group of women. So 20 women only. We don't want to have a large group of women. We want to keep it intimate, where women will be able to open up and share their story. I've also had live actually recording a 6-part series where I've shared my experiences and challenges in corporate as well too. A lot of women, I mean, oh my goodness, 60,000 views, men and women, and they have shared, over 4,000 people have shared their experiences on, having the same challenges. And, this Saturday, we'll be able to just synthesize it down and drill into what would it look like if no one was to ask anything of you? What would your life be like? If they were to never ask you to do anything, what would your life be like? So we're going to work through that. We're going to walk through your identity. We're going to walk through transformation. We're going to walk through composure. What definition of composure is when you're in a challenging situation. Sometimes you're in a boardroom and you're being challenged, or you don't know how to get the words out to say something that you need to say. Like you'll see here that I say from here to time to time. How do you handle those moments in times? So then also decorum. Decorum is something that's kind of like a lost art. We're going to talk about how to walk that out, how to execute decorum. We'll also talk about when you're in a challenging position, do you always have to answer back? And when you do answer back, how do you handle it? Is silence your power? And if silence is your power, how do you go about it? So in the workshop, I will share and unpack all of these goodies, and you'll receive a package. We'll spill, yes, and you'll spill your tea too. We'll have food, we'll have entertainment. Sharon will be doing the spoken word. She'll be a spoken word artist for us. She'll also be our vendor. She'll be her serial entrepreneur self.
This is what's up. Trust me, I wanted to bring everything. And I'm like, I'm gonna be focused. I'm becoming her. I'm becoming her.
I told her, no, you can't bring everything.
Ladies, questions and comments in the chat for you.
Okay.
Do share.
Can you see them in the private chat?
No, I can't.
Okay, powerful. We got some muches. Okay. The memory of all the ancestors are rebirthing in our people. It is time for time. It is a time of divine feminine in the procession of the earth. Women will rise, goddess, the Neta goddess. There's another one here.
Oh, that's a comment.
That's
Okay.
a comment. Yeah, more
That's
of
a
a comment.
comment.
Yes. there's
So
some comments
thank
there.
you. Yes,
Thank
I
you
agree.
to Duke and Duke Johnson, Joy Pert. You know, it's funny. We're using a whole new system because we are on all platforms right now. So it's not just Instagram anymore. Big up to our producer, Shayna McCalla. So shout out to that. But guess what? You were telling me, right, that listeners, I know
Oh, yes,
Maxine
I
has,
can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. Yes.
yes, I
Private
know
chat.
Maxine has some giveaways.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
I know you have some giveaways
Yes,
with
I
regards
do.
to this.
Yes.
Like, I want you to tell us a little bit more while we have we've been on for 51 minutes, so we have about 9 more
Okay.
minutes.
All right. So I will be giving away a free ticket, actually 2 free tickets to the event. And so and we'll also have some door prizes as well too. So and you'll be able to find more details about this information on my Instagram, or also you can find it on my Facebook. So my Instagram is lady.purpose. So that's my handle. Or you can find it on my Facebook, which is Maxine Grant-Adanfoh. And so the details about to win the 2 tickets is you have to repost,
Like,
repost the flyer that I'm going to post. Okay. You have to like and you have to share as well too. Okay. In order to be put into like the draw to then win the ticket. So actually 2 tickets that I'm going to be, or that are up for grabs. Okay, for the event. That's this Saturday, right? And it's going to be in Mississauga at 1288 Lauren Park Hall. It starts at 4 to 7 p.m. And the door prizes, so we've got a $50 Sephora ticket, Sephora gift card. And then we've got, look at Sharon, she's just smiling, she's grinning from
I want my
ear to ear. She's like, don't give away. We've also got our sponsor, which is LC Nails and Spa. Shout out to the crew at the LC Nails and Spa. It's gonna be a pedicure and a hot stone massage. Okay, ladies, there's no men. This is just become her. It's just ladies.
Your husband will do the become him.
Yes, my husband will be doing the become him. You know what? He truly inspired me. My husband, he truly has inspired me. He talked to me about becoming. He pushed me, he motivated me. He is the most amazing husband ever. But for the last 6 years. So he is an amazing man. So okay, so the gift become her for the event. Hot stone massage, pedicure is amazing. I've had it. LC Nail and Spa is in Mississauga. So as soon as the show is done, I'll put the post up again. My handle is lady.purpose. Okay, and it'll be on Facebook as well too, which is Maxine Grant-Adanfoh. All right, so there we go.
Yay. Okay, I'm excited. I'm looking forward. And I just want to stress out it's this Saturday, July 18th. So be there. Again, so you can get your tickets on Eventbrite.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to this experience and much more.
When you're looking for the tickets on Eventbrite, you can search up Spill the Tea, Become Her with Maxine. Yeah.
Okay. And also you could find it also in your link in bio as well on lady.purpose on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
So
this was
I'm
a
excited.
wonderful time. Thank you so much.
Likewise, Maxine. It's always been a pleasure. Since
Yeah.
we met,
Yes,
it's
since we met.
amazing. It's gonna be great. I'm excited.
Yes,
All
I'm
right.
looking forward to it too. And I'm looking forward to what you have to offer, your little goodies. Yes, and your
Everybody, I
spoken
just
word. I've
yes,
heard a little bit of what you have to like wrap. You're wrapping off. It sounded
yes.
good.
Thank you. I
It was
appreciate that.
so good.
Some
I
of the
just want to do
comments
one
for you
little
guys.
shout out to a special young lady. Today's her birthday, Camille Loren. I'm sending you love. Happy Earth Strong. That's my
Okay.
mentee.
Oh,
So I'm sending her love. Just I had to do it because maybe I'm
okay.
radio.
Okay. I think
So I'm
Sean
look.
was trying to
I'll
say
read some of
something.
I'll read some of the comments for you guys.
Oh, there's more comments. Sorry, you
Yeah,
guys. Okay.
there's questions and comments in the private chat here. So
Okay.
Kickback BB says, I would like to draw you. I'm an artist.
Oh, draw who?
He
I
didn't
think you
I would
the owl.
artist. It might be you, Maxine. I don't know.
Yes, I think it says Queen Maxine.
Yeah. And then it's another comment says, give yourself grace. And another
you.
comment says, school trauma made me an artist. That's from Kickback BB again.
Okay.
Joy Peart says, do you know if people are becoming more conscious of self?
So
That's a deep question.
that is a deep question. I would say, seeing that we've been moving, so I would say yes, the trend is moving towards that people are becoming more conscious of self. It is showing that people are definitely starting to take the time to look into self. There is more counseling that is available to people. The stigmatism, especially in our community, is lessening as well too. There is a lot more people within our community, especially, that are starting to embrace self-care. There's more groups that are available to support our community as well too. So yes, I would agree that there is
And
more
if I could
awareness.
even add to that, we are making more effort to be more mindful.
Yes.
And but again, it's still I look at medieval times and today times. I think we are making effort more to care for self.
Yeah.
For sure.
If you look
It's
at
different.
80s compared to the 80s to now, oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't say
It'd be
half of
considered
what
as
we
bougie
said.
if anything, that you've taken care of yourself or you're meditating. You know what I mean? Like now it's we know it's life and it's liberty.
Yeah.
It's all about you, to be honest. It's all about our journey.
Yeah.
So
Great answer. And we have a couple more comments here. This one says, Queen Maxine, you execute with purpose and you're in tune with the spark within, a true goddess, omnipotent in every way. Love always.
Woo.
I receive it. Thank you so very
that's
much.
shame.
So very much. Thank you. Thank you.
And
You
another
know,
comment says, love that husband and wife inspire each other to become the I am.
They are amazing. Sorry.
the I am. My husband and I have a message on the I am. So whoever that is truly caught it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Ah, that was awesome. You guys made me smile even more.
Is there any more questions or comments?
One
in the
more
chat, private chat?
says, awesome. I experienced that too. Your true soulmate, as it said.
Okay.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay. I see someone said, I don't know if you read that, Shayna. They said, I wear many hats and
Yes.
work 7 days a week most
Oh,
months. Did you read that one?
Oh yeah, there's a yeah,
No.
I missed that one. Yeah, I wear many hats and work 7 days a week most months. How can I manage my ambition and goals while making sure I'm taking care of self?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
7 days a week. Hmm. Do you know that your prayer doesn't need to be long? So to take care of self, you don't need to, length of time for self-care isn't the prerequisite. It isn't the requirement. As long as you can take at least 10 minutes of time. I used to go to the washroom while at work. And I would, just as long as you separate yourself and go take yourself out of the space, take yourself away from your work station and go, even if you go for a walk, get out of the environment of your workstation. Even if you walk around your building of work for 5 minutes and get sun, vitamin D, that's self-care.
Yes.
Take a moment for yourself. Your brain, the glands in your brain will thank yourself. You will be thanked. You will receive an enjoyment within your soul.
Mhm.
And in terms of your goals and your ambitions, write it down. Write it down and make the vision plain. Set it down and set a target of when a timeline, when you want to hit those goals. And don't be angry with yourself if you don't hit those goals at that point in time. Because I wanted to complete being a chaplain 2 years ago. And I didn't hit that target. And I kept saying to my husband, you see, I wanted to do it 2 years ago, 2 years ago. And I was blaming him. But he said, it's okay. It is well. It is well. It is well. But you know what? Nothing before its time, my mom always said. Nothing before its time. And she was right. So never beat yourself up. It's okay. Just set new targets. That's okay. As long as you continue to work at it, never give up on you. Continue to work at it, and it will happen.
Thank you for that, Maxine.
Yep.
Any more, Shana?
That's it from my end.
Okay, this is awesome. Maxine, it's been a pleasure speaking with you today.
Yes.
I am looking forward to this Saturday, July 18th. Become Her. Maxine will be spilling the tea about just navigating life, corporate Canada, everything. It's going to be packed with a lot of information and fun times and good food. So join us as we spill the tea.
Thank you again. Everyone
Thank
have a
you.
wonderful evening. And remember, you were created for more.
Thank you. It's Lady S signing out. One love for the Roots Radio Hub.